Last question, Susana.
Thank you for presenting your paper and your views. It's really, I feel like I took a lot from what you were saying. And Hessie, thank you for organizing this. It's a pleasure to be here today. My question is revolving around what you were mentioning with the information, the quality of the information, the validity of the information, and just how, we're sort of getting to that point where the new information that is being tapped into is based on generative AI or tinted with it. And my question is, from your perspective as a technologist and having seen this technology grow and evolve as it has in the last, 15, 20 years, do you think that having a measure to trace where that information came from, some kind of like proof and traceability, would help to solve that danger of the new things are being published and generated out there are sort of, hallucinations? Like how do you think that we could address that in a way that is systematic? Because there is the issue around ethics, and I'm also concerned with when this generative models create information that will then be used for critical services, will be used for creating new policies, and that can have such an impact, whether that's at infrastructure level or the way we build a bridge, or how we develop a new scene or anything like that. So, can tagging and ensuring that the information came from actual research, actual humans, in the age of these AI models that are now interacting and pinging each other, sort of mimic a little bit of that peer-reviewed journal process that we used for, the last 150 years, maybe. So that's my question.
Yeah. And there's some key terms there too that you mentioned, the traceability and the tagging, that also fall umbrella of provenance. So I mean, anyone who wants to look into this further, like those are some of the key terms to look into. So like technically theoretically I would say this is possible. But I have, so maybe other people can correct me. But it seems to me that every token, so when you're training a model, you have words and then they're broken down into like subwords that are called tokens, right? Every token can be associated to a source. And so it just seems like, I mean, this would be a massive endeavor, but it seems like every token that you count can have its associated source. So you'd essentially have like this sister network of sources. And then as things are put together at inference time, you would have, are you working on this? Someone just said, so are you working on this? Oh, that's awesome. What are you doing?
You're welcome,
CMO,
Susana.
but it's, yes, our company, Todak, our co-founder, Dan Tolliver, did the research for this, and we're able to actually do this traceability for an infinite amount of assets. So his math maps it out so that you could have more of these individual assets than like stars in the universe, and like so I mean, now we're implementing it in different ways, and it's something that has been gnawing at my mind for about a year and a half, because from a health perspective with a project that I've got going on, especially on the natural medicine side, I wanted to empower certain people, and the open journals having a way to for them to defend themselves as well. But so that traceability of information is something that I had been looking at before even getting into my role here at Todak. And now we're implementing it, looking to trace where things go, how they move. Because with the automation, the proof is going to be the pudding, right? You're going to need to know where things came from, who did what, and attribute that traceability, that provenance, and do so in a way that cannot be altered. And that's something that we have solved. And so it's now looking to see how we implement it and where, and find the right partners and ecosystems to, as Barry said, become part of the conversation, gain that critical mass, and influence where this is going to go.
Amazing. Yeah, that has been like something bothering me for a long time. And it's incredible. I'm so glad you're doing that. Everyone should use your models.
Yeah. Do you think this will actually help solve that whole opacity problem, the big black box, or is this just a stepping stone into trying to help that process?
It could solve that black box, because what we're doing is what I'm calling, to coin the term, institutional. This proof is able to be verified by any third party outside of its originating platform or user. So, in terms of like, if you have an adversarial person or in a situation where they don't want to share, or maybe that, it could be just environmental issues, right? Like there's a solar flare, or there's an active war and that that the data center is blown up. Like, how do you find a way to verify something that originated somewhere else? So we're able to do that, and that proof does survive the institutions or the platform where it came from, and it's a bearer asset as well. So it does mean that it's decentralized, and the power, knowledge, and information is not concentrated into one source either, which I think is a very good lever to have.
That's awesome.
Yeah, incredible.
Like, you got Meg excited, so that's good. That's a good thing.